Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Alright, so today I'll be sewing this basic bodice, this basic blouse, just a simple blouse. In case you haven't seen the cutting video, the link to the cutting video will be right there, so click it and go watch the cutting video for this. Alright, so let's start sewing this. So this is my back, my two pieces for the back. Alright, so keep this aside. This is the front piece. This is my front piece, okay? So for this basic bodice, right, there is no facing, so I'm going to use bias to finish up the neckline, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to work with bias. So there's darts for the front and for the back, okay? So if you can see, you will see the markings I made for the darts. Just fold it up, then sew like a diamond, right? You're sewing like this, okay? So I have to duplicate this on this, all right? So to do that, this is what we're going to do. Make sure they are equal. Use a pin, except you have a tracing wheel. That'll be very, very fast and efficient. Just trace it out and it's going to duplicate on this other side, okay? So use a tracing wheel. If you can't use a pin, take a pin. We have 1 point, we have point 1, point 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these 5 points, these are what we are marking on this other side, okay? So let's start from this point here. You take the pin inside. Wherever the pin comes out, you make a marking, all right? Make a marking. So you know where your first point is. This is the second one. If you're done making the markings, then you join the lines together, okay? This is my 3 markings in the middle. So I'm going to join this together. This is the middle marking. I'll take it up to this one. Then this is the other marking. So to sew this middle line, see, just fold it to the middle line. So we are sewing this line like this. Same output for the other side. My darts. So the usefulness for darts is basically for shaping. It gives this kind of shaping on you. This just kind of like help give a nice fit into the body. So I'm going to do for the back darts as well, okay? Okay, so I'm done sewing the back darts. Remember, the back darts will be above the bust line, okay? So I'm done sewing the back darts. So what we're going to do next is to join the shoulders of the back to the shoulders of the front, okay? This is my front, right? So it will be right side facing right side, okay? So I'm going to sew this shoulder with 1/2 inch. Remember the 1/2 inch will be added on shoulder. That is what we're going to use to sew this. So same this one to 1/2 inch, all right? Alright, I'm done stitching the shoulders. This is it. So what we're going to do right now is to fix the sleeves. These are the sleeves, one for the other one. If you remember, when we were making this sleeve, we did the armhole effect for the front. Alright, so let's look for the one that has 2 notches. This has 2 notches, so this should be in the front. So let's look for the front. This is the front piece, right? So let's see if it's going to match up. Good side and good side. So you see, good side to good side. That's this notch matching the shoulder. But you can see the notch we made is on the back piece. So this will be for the other side, okay? So let's turn it. Now, this is the notch, the midpoint of this sleeve. you match it up to the shoulder line. This, let's look for that double notch we did. So this is the double snipping we did, and this is the front piece. That means it's correct. So this is sitting on the right side. The other one is also correct to be sitting on the right side as well. So let's pin our sleeve. Alright, so don't pin the sleeves. So now we're going to sew with half an inch all the way around. We're going to sew the two sleeves. Now we are done fixing our sleeves. What we're going to do next is to join the sides, okay? So this is how we're going to do it. This is the front of the fabric, right? We'll start from the sleeve. This is the sleeve we just joined. Fold the sleeve, then all the way down. You join it with the back. This is the back piece. This is the front piece. Then you join them together. So I'm going to pin this side and pin the other side as well. Okay, so I'm done pinning. What I'm going to do right now is to now mark where I'm sewing. Okay, remember, if you can't remember the allowance you added, okay, just remeasure. Take your bust, whatever your bust is giving you, check the allowance. My bust is 32 divided by 2. That is how many? That's 16. So I'm supposed to be having more than 16. So whatever that is left, I'm dividing it for this side and this side. If I have 2 left, it's going to be one each here, one each here. All right. So I'm going to mark. I remember what I did, so I'm going to mark. Do my markings. Okay, we are done. So the next thing we're going to do is to finish the neckline. So for the neckline, we're going to use the bias for this. Alright, so I'll show you guys how we're going to use the bias. So I want my bias to show in the front. Okay, I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. I want my bias to show in the front. Okay, so I'm going to start from the wrong side, then finish it up at the front. If I want my bias to show at the back, I don't want it to show in the front of the fabric. I'm going to start from the front and finish at the back, but I want mine to show, so I'm going to start from here. So this is my bias. I'm going to use this bias. This is how it is. So you open it up, open one side. This is the side I want to start with, so I'm going to open this side. Place it on the end of this neckline, right? Place it like this. Then I'm going to sew on that crested line all the way through the neckline to the other neckline. So I'm done sewing this. Now, what are we going to do next? This is what we're going to do next. So we're going to turn it to the front side, good side right now. Then this place that we just did bias is still on fold, alright? So leave it on fold that way, then fold it to the front, alright? Making sure that this other back doesn't come like this. Let it be on a straight line with the back, alright? Are you seeing it? Okay? So we're going to stitch on this line. So when stitching, this is just I'm just using a cheap material to make this. I'm not going to wear this, alright? I'm just using any color bias or thread. But please when you're making something you're going to wear or for a client, please make sure to use matching thread, and matching bias, except you want to have a contrast bias. Probably the fabric is white and you want a black bias, that is fine, okay? So long as the colors they match up. But if not, make sure you use the color that matches the fabric that you're using, okay? And also for the thread as well. Alright, so I'm not using the matching thread as you're seeing this thread, and if you're so, make sure you still close, very close to the ending. Alright, so I'm done with the neckline. What we're going to do next is to hem the down parts and also the sleeve. Hem the sleeve and hem this, alright? Fold into half, then fold again. So I'm done with the hemming of the blouse and the sleeves. What we're doing next right now is to fix the zip, okay? Alright. So we'll do our markings, 1 inch. Okay, so for this, we are not joining the back like the skirt that we made. We are not joining the back, then leave a 9, okay? Assuming the blouse is longer than this, like below the hip line, yes, we'll take out 9 or 10, okay? 9 or 10, then stitch up the others. But this is quite short, so it's an open zip. Like when I say open zip, I mean when you zip down, you zip it all the way open, like the both sides will be separate, okay? Then you have to, this is what I'm saying, it's an open zip, so you can open it all the way down, remove this, and that's what I'm saying, okay? So now to stitch this, what we're going to do is, it's going to come down just few inches. We should be on the line that we marked, so just few. Alright, then we'll start sewing on this all the way down to the neckline. Make sure they're on the markings when you're sewing, okay? Okay, so I'm done sewing this side. What we're going to do right now is to match up this marking to this place, pin it, then check if they match up, if the lines are equal. Alright, so that when you're zipping, you know that your lines are equal instead of one line being longer than the other, okay? So they're on the same line. So I can sew right now. Okay, so we are done. What we're going to do next is to finish up this place. So what we do is fold in, you can cut off yours, alright? Fold it in, fold it back. I'm sure by now you already know how this works. Okay, fold it in, take it back. Fold in, take it back, then stitch just a few. So our blouse is ready. So this is just a simple blouse, a simple top. Okay. See it? Just give it a good press. You see this? Right? This is our basic sleeve. Okay. This is the neckline. I don't want this bias to show you. You already know what to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, comment, share, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for my videos. Whenever I drop new videos, you'll be the first to know about it. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful